kindness, love, and peace, all things most people associate with a church.
But a couple of Sundays back, the Brookings County Sheriff was called out to a small country church called Singsaas because people were concerned about their safety.
Kettleland's Angela Kennedy has been looking into the incident, and she joins us now with a preview of her Kettleland News investigation.
To understand what led up to weapons being brought to a cemetery meeting at Singsaas Church in Brookings County on Sunday, June 12th, you need to know a little background about the changes that took place a couple of years ago. Jason Hartung took over as pastor of Singsaas Church. At that time, the historic Norwegian Lutheran Church was moving to become non-denominational. But some of the original parishioners took issue with how that change was handled.
I still consider myself a member of the Singsaas Free Lutheran congregation whose constitution was not properly voted out.
And if the church congregation does desire to make changes to that, to go through the due process of the law. We did that.
Nelson alleges that Hartung has a history of this kind of thing.
Our concern with the pastor is, having looked at multiple of his past congregation, is just a long history of disruptions.
Kettleland Investigates spoke with two previous senior pastors who Hartung served under. Neither wanted to go on camera, but both said there were issues when Hartung was at their churches.
Did you have a conflict with the pastor in Spearfish when you went there?
The pastor in Spearfish, he had been there for many years. We were there to help, and there was some conflict within the church with some church members toward him.
Hartung says he had nothing to do with the pastor there being voted out, and says he isn't behind the conflict at Singsaas today.
And a lot of times this is like to be blown up to out of proportion and say there's a huge divide. Maybe it's only a few that are very loud.
But guns at the church spoke louder than words at the cemetery meeting on June 12th.
My biggest fear in all of this is just that society is just degrading to find ourselves in a position like this when there's so many solutions that could be beneficial to everyone. It just doesn't seem that this is what God meant for his church and his followers.
We look for the truth behind this big conflict at a little country church tonight in our investigation at 10.